AI content. It's coming in hot, boys. We saw it coming. We saw it coming a year ago. Has it already been like 2 years since kind of AI's kind of hit the main stage a little bit with ChatGPT, or has it only been a year, man? Regardless, it hasn't been that long. Like, yeah, we had like other AI. I mean, you can get into like, the little specifics and whatnot of old AI and whatnot, but it's not like how it is now, man. And it's gotten so crazy so fast. And I don't know if you guys are like this. I don't watch like YouTube videos really anymore because a lot of it is so oversaturated with AI. And when it first was coming out, like I messed around with some of the AI softwares and it was kind of fun. And I was, one of the billions that kind of thought like, oh, dude, you could probably like turn this into like some kind of, infinite money glitch. But dude, every time I would mess with an AI software, a little like, I'd like flush it out. I'd get the product ready. And then I don't know, man, I'd be like, man, this is kind of cringe, man. This isn't real at all. It was like, like all these videos, there's definitely some people making some bags for sure. These like faceless AI content. And that's fine. You do you, especially if you enjoy it. Do whatever you enjoy, chase that. But something with me, man, and I guess this is probably the common theme if you've listened to my other videos, I'm probably the problem, right? But I can't help how I feel, so I just express how I feel, man. And like, dude, like it looks cool and it was impressive as it was rolling out, but dude, it just feels so soulless. And it starts to like, if you've listened to enough like Chat GPT dialogue, it does sound the same. It's worded the same. Yeah, it's grabbing like, quote unquote factual stuff from like Google or whatever, I imagine. But dude, there's like no perspective or soul. And, there's a place for it, like for education, I suppose. But dude, if I want to be educated on like some weird topic, I want a bearded man in his backyard with bad audio, I want him to go in on some books he read throughout his 60 years here. But maybe that's just me, man. I know it's new and it is kind of fun to mess with. Like, I don't know if you guys have messed with Suno, the music app, the music AI app. Oh my God, bro, we're cooked. Music's done. Or, it's reaching its next phase or whatever. But I mean, dude, bro, you're cooked. And I mean, there's an argument. If you still want to make music and it's like a genuine part of you or whatever, you expressing yourself, I feel like that's still sick. That's still golden. But dude, I feel like it's going to be squashing a bunch of artists who actually have like something to say, some kind of perspective, or, like a unique sound. Because dude, the AI music sounds really good nowadays. It's like indistinguishable. It pretty much is indistinguishable. You can do like old styles like 60s, 70s. You can do like hair metal 80s and it sounds pretty good, man. The only music I've seen that it can't do is like extreme metal, which actually makes extreme metal even cooler. It already was kind of cool that these guys were going this crazy and it's fun to play. And it's like this, like maybe it can do the instruments a little bit, but it's not the same, man. Like it will never be able to replicate like Gojira. I don't think so. And like harsh vocals, I don't think it can replicate that because it's just going off the grid, right? Of like perfect notes, perfect pitch and whatnot. And if you ever look at like, if you record harsh vocals, it's just like a wall of sound. Like it's all the notes at once. Maybe one day, I mean, we would have, who would have thought AI would have gotten this crazy this fast anyway? So maybe one day, but as of now, extreme metal is the only genuine music, I guess, out there. Unless I'm wrong and I just haven't seen, but I tried getting Suno to write some, like, even just some death metal. It can do, like, thrash. But I don't know, I couldn't make it sound like a demon, really. Maybe I didn't put in the right prompt. Maybe I'll have to try that. But, dude, hot take, I kind of find, and if you enjoy making the AI content and if you enjoy watching it, that's, more power to you. That's chill. I kind of find it a little, like, cringe, though, man. It doesn't, I don't know, dude. I just feel like as people, as humans, what we're here to just create, you know what I mean? Innovate, build on the last thing. And maybe we're reaching the peak right now with that. And maybe that's what it's all about. But I don't know, in a way, that's kind of what inspired me to start doing these old school kind of commentaries of just like talking about my thoughts. It's because it's like, bro, this is something that I couldn't, that something couldn't do for me because I don't even know what I'm gonna say until I say it. In a way, I just like I go off that feeling, and I guess it just feels right to me in a way. No matter how far it takes me, at least it feels genuine. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what inspired me to do this, because I was messing with some AI software, and I'd get some ideas like, oh, I could do this niche, bro. It's for this type of audience, and this will be the vibe and the branding. And I'm like, bro, what am I doing, man? And then I started messing with Suno, and I was like, bro, you could do like a fake artist, or like create a character, right? And this is the vibe, this is the sound. And you can do that. You could almost act like a label manager. And no doubt there's people doing that for sure. I think my buddy said in Germany some AI songs have already charted. And dude, it doesn't surprise me. They sound good. They do sound good. I will say that. But man, I'm glad I didn't try to become a pianist. I learned a little bit of piano, and I'm glad I didn't I'm glad that just wasn't my thing. And like I play guitar, but I didn't. I'm no Steve Vai by any shot. And it's still kind of cool if you can try on guitar, and if you do that in person, that is still kind of cool. It's still kind of cool if you can do piano. All that stuff is cool live. I will say, live music is still hype when people are like actually playing it and the music isn't just going through the PA. But again, that could just be me. In a way, I know a lot of people enjoy that too. But the wave of EDM and rap, I would say the majority of people enjoy that other stuff. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, it's gotten crazy, and sometimes I just feel like it's the devil on my shoulder that'll like peek in and be like, bro, you can make this project. Trick these goobers. Other people are. You could get a bag. And then I'm just like, bro, no, I don't know, man. I look at our time as so finite here, and I'm like, the last thing I want to do is anything that's like disingenuous to others and to me. And like, I just view it as like a true ending, right? Like, you got to do what you like actually want to do and what feels right. And if what feels right to you is doing this AI stuff, dude, like I said, more power to you. That's your true ending. But for some reason, man, it just kind of rubs me wrong. It just feels weird. And I kind of wonder if like the pendulum will swing the other way, where like we'll start enjoying like orchestras and like live acoustic music. No microphones, no PAs. I feel like the pendulum will swing that way in a way, like a bit, where people start enjoying, and that stuff never went away, right? But and I guess it's kind of rough that we have to view everything in a finance way, like the most successful thing, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to climb out of this mud of this fake currency that isn't backed by gold anymore. So sick, thanks. Yeah, everything's falling apart, and we're all just trying to get that bag, because a normal job right now kind of blows, and it's hard to tell what even a good wage is nowadays. Like, what's a good income anymore, man? Like, $60K a few years ago was good enough to like, it was like good enough to like live kind of comfortably, but obviously you weren't taking like huge vacations, but like everything could be paid for with that. Nowadays, $60K, like maybe it's kind of the same, but you might have like some roommates now with $60K. I don't know. You could probably scrape by, but I think of all the people that want kids. Like, you can't have a family off $60K. I guess a lot of people do it. I guess, I don't know, food stamps or all that help or whatnot. I don't know. It's just, it blows my mind. I can't tell what a good wage is anymore. Because, dude, when I first moved out at 18, I was probably making $750 at my job. And I was able to pay for everything I needed. Obviously, obviously wasn't taking vacations. I wasn't eating out every day, but I definitely was eating out. And dude, like, I'll drive by a Taco Bell and it's like starting pay is $18 an hour. I'm like, 18 for Taco Bell? Dude, computer jobs, a lot of times like the starting pay for computer jobs like 10 years ago was like 15 bucks. Obviously it depends on the company. But 15, work your way up to 25 and you were like mad cruising. And what is that a year? Is that like 50K or something a year at 25 maybe? I don't know, man. It's almost like you need to make like 40 bucks an hour to sustain, just because of how expensive everything is. So if you want to make AI do that, dude, it's weird. Now I'm going to stay on the job thing for a minute. It is weird. It's almost like everything's kind of pushing you. It's like, you better do some side online hustle, bro. We got advertisers that are paying. And I know a lot of people are doing that, and a lot of people are killing it. Dude, the amount of full-time probably TikTokers out there, God bless them. That's what's up, man. especially the people that got in at 2020. Dude, I was not paying attention to any of that stuff in 2020. And people started making bags, bro. And I wasn't even aware of it until like last year. I actually was like, yo, what's this TikTok thing? Let me look into it. And like, it's not my vibe. I can't watch that type of stuff. Even if it's like kind of in my algorithm, like stuff I would enjoy. I just don't enjoy watching that type of stuff. That's hard to get me to sit down to watch a TV show, you know? So it's just me. Again, it's always, it's my fault. But, and I think those platforms make you disclose if it's AI, which is good. I wonder if that gets people to click off or if people are like interested in the AI. But dude, I would imagine there's so many people out there who maybe they still show their face, but they just chat GPT a topic. You know, and to me, it's like, bro, I want to hear it from you, bro. This is YouTube. I want to hear it from the guy, the source. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. It's your opinion, bro. It's both. Depending on the person, it's right or this person thinks it's wrong, man. It doesn't matter. Just like speak true. You know what I mean? But that's probably me, man. I don't know. I just this AI wave, and now it's coming for that music, man. It's just it feels weird. It is really fun to make some bangers on Suno and make like some comedy songs, and they sound good. I've had some good laughs with Suno, man. My buddy was sending me some songs he made on Suno, and I was getting some good laughs off it. He's got some funny ideas, and so you know, there's some joy to be spread. I guess it's not that big of a deal. I guess it's like the first hand and me just venting about using it firsthand where I don't know, man. It's just that devil of making a profit. And so I guess that's kind of ruining it. But that kind of ruins everything, right? Money's the root of all evil. You know, I guess that makes sense. And it is, man. It'd be rough out here. Like, what's a good wage? You know, I've been doing like side gigs and stuff. And, you know, I'm getting by. But I definitely need a career change. Something, man. I guess it's what we're all looking for, right? What's something that pays the bills that we also enjoy? And that, I guess that's the key to the first world country life, man, unless you were born into a family where you never have to worry about that, which infinitely jealous, but hey, man, that's your timeline. I didn't get that starting trait. So we're figuring it out. AI is crazy, man. It does look good. Dude, the AI girls, you can make like AI girls, and honestly, a lot of them can be passable. So here's another devil on the shoulder. It's like, bro, you can make an AI girl, give her an Instagram page, scam these goobers who have never talked to a woman before, you know, make an OnlyFans, put that image into Kling, and, you know, it generates other images. Now she moves a little bit. Bro, you can guarantee that already exists. Guarantee. I can't be the only one who thinks that. There's no way. That is a money churning machine that people are 100% doing. And honestly, bro, I don't think you can trust anything online anymore. I just don't. I'm not trusting any new music that comes out. If I'm listening to music, I'm listening to music back in the day or music before this wave or music even further behind that. For sure, man. Dude, how long until we have AI podcasts? Dude, I wonder if that exists, where you just have conversations, like two AIs talking to each other. Oh my gosh, that probably exists. What if that exists on a big podcast and we never even knew? Like one that doesn't show like their face and it sounds really good and it's intellectual. Bro, that's got to exist. Dude, and if it doesn't, yo, one of you that's listening to this, you want to make two characters and we make an AI podcast project and just let it churn and make itself work? I say that we do, and then I'll be like, oh man, this is cringe. Let's just go back to making old school commentary videos when things were chill and wholesome back in the early 2010s, man. Who would have known the early 2010s were heyday, man? Music was weird, but it was genuine. It was just weird, and there was like some tech in there, so I was like, oh, this is fake, but it was like still more real than what we've gotten in the past few years in a way, especially with this isn't an AI software. I guess it maybe could arguably be, but it's not like the AI kind of like how we envision it now. But Melodyne, you know, you can just be pitch perfect. You can like edit your vocals and it sounds like really good. Oh man, tech is cool. It's crazy. It's crazy we can do it, but I almost feel like it robs us of what we're here to do, man. In a way, that could just be like me being an old fart about it, to be honest. But I don't know, because I do actually find it impressive and really interesting that it exists. I just I don't know, man. It kind of rubs me weird. Kind of rubs me wrong, man. I just feel like you can't trust anything online. That person could be AI, dude. There's already been waves of people. Like there's this one guy in like Japan, right? He rides motorcycles. It's like an older, rugged man, but he does some filter, and he's been doing this for a while. And he looks like a hot girl that rides motorcycles, like a hot Japanese girl. And he makes bank online, bro. And think of just all the girls who use filters and like edit their photos so it's not even them, and they're making bank. Which, that is a side hustle. Like, do your thing. And, it's not illegal. Like, do it. Why not? Make that back. If I was a girl, I might. If I had a girl with, like, not this kind of conflicting morality, I guess, maybe that's the way I put it, I'd do that. And maybe not. Maybe if I was just, like, a young girl in my 20s and I was passable, get that bag while you can, I suppose. But there's a lot of old women who do it too, man. The filters are crazy. And now, with this AI stuff, bro, you can look like whoever you want. Oh man, I'm not trusting any of it. And thankfully, and if you guys listen to the first video I put up, where I haven't been on social media in 10 years, but I have peeked my head in recently to kind of see what's up. But I can't like use it, I can't be messaging on there or scrolling. It's just not for me. I think I escaped that bug, and I can't be bitten by it anymore, I guess, which has its perks, but also its downsides. I'm definitely a goober who misses out on all the new lingo, I suppose. But that's fine. It is what it is. At my age, who cares? But yeah, man, I wouldn't trust anything. And dude, all these comments are, I would argue, like 90% of them are bots. I wouldn't trust comments, man. I think that stuff is to like sway an opinion or put a thought in your head, and you think all these people agree because it's the top comment. I actually don't think that's true. Because, dude, bots existed back in the day when I was like 10, man. You could bot like RuneScape. Bots nowadays, bro. And I heard like 99% of streamers on, Twitch, or what's the other one, Kick, botted viewership, botted chat, people in the chat. So real people get fooled by it and they feed into it. So it's like a machine that plays itself, but it's an illusion, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think all these posts are like that as well. Definitely, man. It's just, why wouldn't it be? It can't be that hard to run all these bots. And like, dude, you literally can pay for it. So think of the people who have access to just make their own bots. They could just like pump their own stuff up. That'd be an interesting thing to go down. How do you make a bot? Can't be too hard. I've just never actually searched that question. Dude, I bet it's actually pretty easy. Especially with AI now. Oh my god. But dude, if you've ever been on like Reddit, you'll see comments and you're like, bro, this is the same comment as here. These are bots. 1000% these are bots. Unless what are they? Command C, Command V? Nah, bro. These are bots. So yeah, I don't trust anything online, man. I wouldn't. If you enjoy the AI stuff, dude, I feel like it's gonna be hard to even trust movies moving forward. Hey, if the plot's good, if it's good, bro, it's good. That's fine. If it's good, it's good. But it's just weird to think that all the effort people put in, like in the 80s and the 90s into things, like all those passion projects and those IPs we still enjoy today because they were like inspired, man. That's like kind of going away, man. I'm sure you can find some stuff, but I imagine it's hard for people to kind of argue or justify. It's like, man, I would save so much time of my life if I just used these tools. And even if you don't use the tools, success isn't guaranteed. So it's like, why risk that gamble right now? Man, it's weird, man. It'll be interesting to see where we are in 20 years. Like, and I mean, in a lot of ways, to be honest. Things are pretty rough out here in like almost every single way imaginable. Things are weird, man. I was thinking about making a video about that at some point. I'm sure I will because it crosses my mind. But I just want to kind of talk about AI today because my buddy was sending me some AI songs he made, and then it just started to make me think about it. And I haven't been thinking about it since I started, just venting in this microphone. And kind of doing like an old school thing. And I don't know. I guess just for me to not feed that wolf that makes me cringe, I suppose. And then there's a perspective that what I'm doing here is also cringe and old school and old and lame and bro, catch up with the times, bro. You're commentating over video games, bro. What is this, 2010? Hey man, that was the YouTube I grew up in. That's what I enjoyed. It was like bite-sized podcasts. But yeah, man, AI is crazy. I'm curious what you guys think. Do you think it's cool? There's perspectives on all of it, man. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cringe. It's a lot of opportunities, and it also robs a lot of opportunities. So it's weird, man. I guess it's like anything. You can argue both sides, but we're seeing it come in hot, bro. I'm curious, like, who would have thought it would get to this point this fast? Like, what's next year going to bring us? What's later 2025 going to bring us, bro? Who knows what we've been fed in, like, the propaganda news cycle that's been AI? What if a lot of that's AI? I've noticed, man, some of that, it's like, when I've seen clips, because sometimes I'll peek my head in and see what's up in the world because everything's falling apart and on fire. Dude, like when I see like the president talking, I'm like, why is this not in 8K? Why don't we have super HD Donnie? Like, why is this grainy 480p looking? You know what I mean? It's like, is this AI? What if this is all has been AI? Dude, that would be a crazy. What if all the political turmoil that people have been experiencing the past, like, I don't know, 8 years now? Has it been 8 years? 9 years now? Dude, imagine all that's been like fake. I mean, there's arguments that it is, but in a different way. But I'm saying fake it is in an AI way. Dude, what if? Oh my god, it's hard to tell, hard to know. It's just ideas. Never know. It's all pageantry at the end of the day. But that's a topic for another day, man. I'm not a political guy. I find that stuff goofy. I'm just here today to talk about some AI, and those are my thoughts on it in this moment, man. I'm sure I'll have more and potentially different takes in the future. But until then, man, if you listen this far, you're appreciated. Thank you, man. Make sure to do something for yourself today. Make sure to do something for someone else today. And take care, man. We got this. Let's get it going. And let me know what you think about AI. I'm curious.